NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 18, Gator.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Well, Jumbo.
24, check 24.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big one there for the Chargers, and even 40 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
SOS.
Who's right, Chief?
Check 31, check 31. Sponge. No.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up third and goal. 180. Let's go, Tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Carr now on third and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Evans, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch time. Kill. 4 down. Even.
To throw his Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Well, as an offense, you know, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was 3rd and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't throw him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is what...
his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch twins.
Hey, Haywood.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. 2nd and long. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up.
45. Mike, 45. I got one.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Adams has it, complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a 1st down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Switch. Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
Back to throw here. And from the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Running on first down, Eckler. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Wild Bill. Wild Bill.
Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone. For a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
What now?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, Raider 2. Safe.
Go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Alexander. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Let's get it.
Now.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Go Chiefs. Who's right?
Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Watch safety creep. Safety switch.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
On first down, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 2nd and 5. A little check down to Lindsey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. They'll drop the throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Davante Adams. As the first half is winding down, and the Broncos have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on sports talk radio. He's okay.
The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Marcus Davenport, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. To throw, it's Carr. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Carr now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Down! Lady!
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Third and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll set up a throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
First down, Broncos.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bravo!
Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Double dog, double dog.
Hey, Alpha!
Go, Mike 50, Mike 50. I got him.
Go!
He'll look to throw. This is the tight end fan. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 35.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yeah! 2 jet bombers, 2 jet bombers. Ready?
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey! High 7!
2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard to go.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Brings up 4th down.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 41, Carr. He completes it to Evans. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Gordon on first down. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Carr completes it. Touchdown, LA! DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to Lindsey. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
To throw his car. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Throwing his car on third down, and this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Under 10. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll run on first down. Gordon, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check curls. Shit. Letter 2. Check, crunch. Tight dog.
Topper.
Hey, turn it up.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
80 weapon.
He's checking. Crash.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
It's fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Get off the field, defense.
They'll set up to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the home team here, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.